Hey everybody, how you doing today? It's your old pal Boise with another daily sobriety vlog. I hope your day is going well. Today is Thursday, June 11th. I've been sober for 14,317 days, 39 years, 3 months, 11 days, 470 months total. And it goes on and on and on. Anyways, I just want to check in with you, see how you're doing today with your sobriety. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you leave a message for other people that you see in the chats to, connect with. It's a good thing. Soon we'll be doing live streams, and then you can focus in and jump in with quick questions on something you may hear and may want to discuss, which would be great. And we've got more things coming up as well. We also have the drive-by, which is me filming in the car as I'm doing ride share and just meeting a lot of different people in Houston, and it's fun. And you can enjoy yourself being sober and just having conversations with people. Sometimes it's just fun and frolicking. Sometimes it can even get heated. Sometimes it can get rated R, and sometimes it can get outlandish, which is kind of fun too. Like when I'm picking up people coming home from a bar, let's just say it's pretty relaxed, but that's in the future. That'll be getting loaded up within the next month. Right now, you just got the daily sobriety vlogs where I'm just basically sharing with you how many days sober I've been, what's on my mind, a guy like me being sober that long. Sometimes we do have questions that come in and I field those. Today, I was working out and worked out, took a shower, started my day, feeling pretty good. Hair was still wet, slicked back, but it was kind of funny. I feel good. In the words of James Brown, I feel good. Da, 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 da. I knew that I would now. But as I'm sitting back doing a daily sobriety vlog, I'm looking over my shoulder and I'm looking at what's in the past, good, bad, and ugly, and how it's affected me today. So that's always a good thing to do. And sometimes it can be enlightening, it can be fun. Sometimes it can be a little shocking and a little heartbreaking. And you address it because it is your past, your emotions, how you feel at the moment are real. And how you react to it is also real. How you might try to overcome it and turn some of those things around, and sometimes we just suppress it and ignore it, and it just gets worse. So we know that's not a good way to do things. But it's funny because working out, it was like I'm actually getting diminishing results at 65. Now, when I quit doing drugs and alcohol, I started running, and I started running marathons. And I literally ran 6 miles a day. If I took a day off, I actually got edgy and crabby because I felt like I needed to keep moving forward. And it was a strong, hard run and a pounding run. And I actually did negative impact on my joints. My doctors told me that, I should have been biking, or I should have been swimming, or I should have been doing the elliptical, whatever. But I didn't. I was a runner. And I ran in the house, had a treadmill in the basement. And the only time I ran outside that people knew I was running was when I ran a marathon. And it was exciting that time. I was 27, 29, 30. I was really feeling good. And better than I ever did when in my teens. Better than I did in my 20s. So end of my 20s and 30s was just fantastic. And I thought, oh my God, I'm getting better instead of worse. Because every 10 years, you evaluate yourself. I got a friend that just turned in 29, going from 28 to 29. And she's going to freak out when she hits 30. She's already told me that. And she she looks at her life, and a lot of people do it at the age of 30, like, oh my God, it's the end of the line. I'm over the hill. What you're doing is, it's the first time it hits you. You're turning back and looking over your shoulder like I'm doing right now with this vlog. And it's the first time you're really assessing yourself. You might not be a person that's ever done that. Because maybe you don't go to therapy, maybe you don't know about treatment, you don't know anything about that. And even if you're not a drug addict, it's like, you just like, what? So when 30 hits you, woo, it hits you. Cheers. It's the first time you're looking back over your shoulder seriously. You're assessing, were you married? Did you get married? Did you have kids? How many kids did you have? How many relationships you'd had before you could find the one that you were happy with, and all the damaged things that may have happened during that time. And did you go to college? I wanted to go to college, but I had to do this and I had to do that. And you're thumbs up, thumbs down, looking at everything, and it's the first time, and it's really emotional and it's really frightening. Now, I experienced that terror and really had people digging deep. I was 27 and I was in a halfway house in a treatment facility, locked up for around 6 months with 2 years of prison hanging over my head, and stayed for 2 years of probation. But if I failed my probation, like a drug test or any of that kind of stuff, or got arrested, I would get another year in prison plus the year and a half I didn't serve. So I had 2.5 years waiting over my head. So I decided not to F around with that and take this seriously and take the challenge seriously, because you have to take the challenge seriously. Well, by the time I turned 30, I had the black cake and I had the tombstone and the buzzer, and the cups were black and over the hill, and the napkins were black and over the hill, and I went to this big over the hill birthday party, and they were so disappointed at me because I was excited to be 30. Because then you're not supposed to be excited when you're 30. That doesn't make sense. Well, it does if you went through treatment 3 years before that. I'm looking at it like it was a novel idea back then when people said that's your new birthday. What? The day you became sober. You're a 3-year-old. It's day 3. It's year 3 of your new life. Now it's 39 years. Now my sobriety is probably going through a midlife crisis, driving a sports car, combing its long hair over its bald spot, and trying to pick up girls that are been sober for 20 years while he's 39 years. I know, kind of a weird little thing to make your sobriety seem like it's out there driving around, but it is. My sobriety is driving right now in my car. I'm at the park again. I was having a good time. I stopped the other day at the park, and I'm like, it was really nice. I didn't shoot a video, but it was just so nice to take in the sights and the sounds. And it's getting hotter and hotter in Texas, so it's officially summer. But I do enjoy the park. It's really nice, well kept, and it's a really nice place and safe for families. But I figured it'd be nice to sit here and just kind of look over my shoulder. Now, a lot of people, when they turn 30, are going to just freak out. Even people that maybe went through treatment but didn't go through it too strongly, and then they're really freaking out. They're losing they've lost it. It's like that Pink Floyd song, 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. It's in Dark Side of the Moon. There's a lot of great lyrics in there. But think about that. That's exactly what 30 is. And you assess it, and then you're obsessed with it, and you're upset with it. And it can unravel a person. It truly can. My friend who turned 27 to 28, and she's in cocaine heavily, still is. At that point, she'll be the first one to tell you, the greatest thing that ever happened to me was being a mother. And you hear these stories, and people generally mean it. But then she's realizing what I just talked about. 10 years have got behind you. No one told you where to run. You missed the starting gun, or where to run, when to run. You run over. Well, now she's trying to make up for lost time, and you can't do that. You have a child that's 11 years old. Your mommy. Daddy's already messed up his life, and he hasn't gotten it back together again. So now it's your turn to mess up every now and then and disappear for a week and leave your daughter with your mother. And one time she horrifically took her daughter on a field trip on a cocaine binge for 5 or 6 days. Unbelievable. And then came crawling back home like she always does, because that's her only safe spot. And, you know, she's boldly walks out of the house because her mom's upset. I told her mom, I said, throw her out of the house. Tell her to get a job. She won't have nowhere to go. She knows that you don't want her to leave. That's why she's so strong. I'm out of here. Like she has some sort of thing over her mother. And then comes crawling back. I'm so sorry, when she's all coked out and her friends don't have any more money because she doesn't have money. And, you know, it's a sad situation. And now she's getting, now next year, her birthday's like a month from now. Is it like a month, 2 months from now? And she's going to be 29, 1 year from 30. She's really left a lot of stuff behind her. I mean, she doesn't have a car. She doesn't have a job. And you're 30? She's not going to go to her family reunion. Or she will, but she tries to keep it down, hide in the shadows. Class reunions, probably not, because people end up trying to assess each other. How you done after the last 10? Ooh, geez, look at this, you know. Cheers. So, you know, people have faced that when they turn 30, and it's just a lot of things. Now, for me, I'm working out, but my diminishing results is that it's harder for me to recover. My joints hurt more because of arthritis. The cocaine and the other drugs that I took, stimulants and whatnot, and alcohol, did nothing to help me, my joints. It actually hurt my joints. So that's part of the problem I have. And I can't, like her, I can't go back. I'm here. This is where I'm at. I have to move forward with what I got. And you can be a fatalist and go, what's the point of being sober then? That's usually what someone who's not going to ever take, at the time, maybe later they will, but they don't take sobriety seriously at the time. But that kind of logic is kind of idiotic when you think about it, but that's just the way you hang on to it. I used to say shit like that too. But here's the deal. It's like having a car. I just got hit twice this month. Accidents, right? It's upsetting. What's the point of driving if you're going to get hit by cars? True. What are you going to do? I'm just going to stay home. Not going to drive ever again, huh? No. What's the point of being sober if you're going to have problems with your joints and in your life? Oh, what are you going to do? I'm just not going to get sober. Yeah. While you're not getting sober, do us a favor and not drive too, for Christ's sakes. You know, it's a fatalist attitude that we have, because we probably joke around, use the James Dean model, you know, live hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory. I always say, yeah, and then you open the casket, and it looks like a uncured ham that's been in the casket for 50 years. Yeah, forget about it. You know, you have to take responsibility for yourself. You have to realize what you're doing. I'm taking responsibility for myself right now, trying to get over my PTSD with my 2 car crashes that I had that weren't my fault, but still I was in it. And just sometimes I get a little jumpy when I'm driving, so then I don't want to drive. So I sit home. I've been driving less this month because of those 2 accidents. But, you know, I got 1 foot in retirement, 1 on the gas pedal. The point is not earning. The point is getting back out in the world again. I don't want to regress. So then I'm working out, and not as strong as I used to be. Can't quite do what I used to do. Even when I'm steadily working out, I can realize I'm quite a bit off my mark. There's a line by Mick Jagger, the Rolling Stones, "Following the River," where he just basically mentions that he's 3 feet off his pace. So he knows that he's walking or running, moving forward, but he's a little further back than he knows he could be. And he's given it all he's got, but he's still behind. And I think Mick wrote that when he was 40. And now he's in his 80s, so there you go. I'm sure he's still feeling it. Just no sense singing or writing about it, because it's pretty damn obvious. It's like coming out and doing a song, "Hey, I got gray hair," when you have gray hair. But sometimes the obvious slaps us in the face. Our arthritis, the things that we've done in our past. Alcohol is not good for your joints and other things. Certainly not your heart. I have to go do a new blood test, and then they did a ultrasound on my heart, because my new cardiologist, because I have all new doctors, because I got on Medicare, and all of a sudden Kelsey Siebel said, "Nope, we're not going to use you anymore." And I lost all my doctors. I'm like, thanks, American healthcare. Thank you, you fuckers. It's like, we can't afford good health care. Thanks, Mitch McConnell. You know what I want? I don't want socialist health care. I want U.S. Senator health care, where I pay nothing, 100% is covered, and prevented procedures are not stricken and say, "No, we can't do that." You are rewarded for trying to actively take care of your health care, and it costs you nothing. That way you can take care of your family. I'm not asking to have one of my assistants hit the down button on the elevator that takes me to the basement of the Capitol, where they have a full medical facility down there. I just walk into a room, drop my drawers, and shoot a camera up my ass. There, I'm done. I end up farting, going back up to my office, and at my age, my staff's already used to it, just like they are at the White House with Trump's farting and shitting. And you get up there, and then you go. He doesn't have to get in a car and go anywhere. You just got to take the elevator down to get a colonoscopy and go back up. I'm not asking to have a doctor's office in my fucking basement, but what I am asking is for my tax money to be spent properly, instead of $2 billion on a war every day that no one asked for and Congress didn't approve. And then he's going to say stuff like, "We can't afford health care." What? "We can't afford daycare." What? How are parents supposed to take? Mom and dad are working. We don't have this "Make America Great Again" bullshit like you had in the 50s, where it was Leave It to Beaver, and dad went out to work and mom stayed home with her hair done in a nice dress, wearing an apron and high heels in the house, and was taking care of the boys when they got back from school, and was doing all the housework, and then made dinner when the old man came home. Okay, yeah, well, those kind of things are never going to happen again. So people have to work, and then they have to pay to take care of their kids. They're paying their taxes. I had a guy in Canada, he just said, "What about this socialist? Why are you so antisocial?" That's what Americans' problems are, antisocial. He said, "You pay taxes already, right? They're wasting it, giving it away for tax breaks to billionaires called subsidies, and that's where your money goes. So they're just robbing from you. If you took that money and put it in your healthcare system, and then they charge you 3% more in taxes for 100% coverage, would you do it? Whose leg do I got to hump? Because they're going to raise your taxes, boogity, 3%. The way it's set up with your deductibles and shit, and even with my insurance, I still end up spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Plus, I pay for my health care. So another 3%, I'd be saving money. Jesus Christ, it's simple math. But nobody wants to do the simple math. They want to scare you. gonna raise your taxes, boogity boogity, boogity boogity. And one half of the country says we're going to raise your taxes so we can pay for this, and you'll have a better quality of life. The other one says they're going to raise your taxes and ruin your life, and they take your tax money and give it to the rich people who don't even fucking need it. There you go. There's your teeter-totter. Looking back over my shoulder, I'm old. They did the same shit with Nixon. Nixon did the same shit. But back then, when he started doing dirty shit, you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar, you were removed, and your party said, we're not going to back you on this. Nowadays, it's like, fake news, okay, we'll back you on it, when it's a complete lie. Don't even get me started about, you don't even care about your own health care. You're going to back people like that, and you don't even care about pedophilia. Your pedos on the loose. Come on, man. We're going to start screaming now because of gas prices, but yeah, if that's what it takes, fine. But that's the whole thing. You're always assessing your life. People will say to me, you sound liberal. I'm not liberal. I'm a fucking American. I'm not left-wing. I'm not right-wing. I'm a fucking American. I call balls and strikes. I don't give a fuck who's pitching. I don't give a fuck who's batting. If it's a strike, it's a strike. If that dude strikes out and loses the game and he's a Democrat, too bad. He fucking struck out. If the Democrat pitches a no-hitter and the Republicans get shut out, I don't give a fuck. Because they're out. They're done. Take care of the people. When they get you to focus on the teams, then dirty shit starts to happen on both sides. And here it is, real simple math for you. Virtually almost 100% of the Republicans get PAC money, and they take care of the rich. Okay? Now, if you're a billionaire, that's a fucking sweet deal. But don't get me wrong. You get 75% of the Democrats who are corporate Democrats that accept the same PAC money that Republicans do. So they take care of their overlords who bought them. They're bought and paid for. So if you're a billionaire, like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Republican in the office, 100% you get all the shit you want. Democrats are in charge, with enough corporate Democrats, you get 75% of the shit you want. So if you're a millionaire or a billionaire, it's a fucking win-win. If you make less than $400,000, there's nothing a Republican will do that will help you. And if they do give you a tax break, listen real close, because you're going to hear that magic word, sundown. What does that mean? That means Trump is going crazy and throwing his shit at mid when the sun goes down and howls at the moon? Yeah, that too. But, no. It means they're going to take it away from you. You know what the word permanent means, right? Permanent. So when the tax cuts are permanent for the wealthy, sundown for the middle class, they're not only pulling your pants down, they're not even pulling your shorts down. In the words of Ice-T, they're doing it without Vaseline. Jesus Christ. And you're voting for them and you're thanking them. Think of your family, think of your pocketbook. Try to do some reflecting. That's the important thing, is you call balls and strikes. Don't be so silly. Don't be so foolish to fall for things. Everything's going to get diminished. I could be diminished right now and say, well, I'm old now. F it. Who cares? Yeah, I've been sober for this many years. Some people want to talk to me about it. But you know what? I'm pretty well secure. I'm just going to stay behind my four walls. I got a nice little fence around my property. Shit, I even got a pool and a hot tub. Fuck everybody. I could, but I don't. And that's the whole thing, It's like, I want to finish my fourth quarter of my game strong. I want to help people. I just want to call balls and strikes. And when you're sober, you do call balls and strikes. I do, and sometimes I do it, what's that word, politically incorrect? If I offend you because of your race, that should be politically incorrect. But if I offend you because you don't like what I'm saying, then get the fuck away from me. What are you here for? Shut up. I'm not on your side either. Piss off. Man, you know? People just want to police everybody too. And it's like, I can be really arrogant and say, you can't police me. I've been sober for 39 years. How long have you been sober? Then you can't even talk to me. I'll still talk to a drunken fool, because that fool knows, and I've told people in my own family, and I told other people that I know, I said, one day you're going to really crash, and you're really going to fuck up your life. And then you're going to realize there's someone like me in this world you can talk to, who can help you. Because no matter how fucked up and stupid you've been, I've been worse. Like my aunt told me, I'm a warning sign on the highway of life, and now, to shut her up, I told her I'm a billboard of redemption. And that's, I like it. It's an arrogant statement, though, but I like it. Because my 10-foot pole, it keeps some of the knuckle draggers away from me a little bit, because I don't really need them in my ear all the time. That's annoying as a mosquito. But, yeah, so my diminishing results, I'm telling you, they're humbling, they're real. I make jokes about it, say I'm just maintaining the rust. That's all I'm doing. And if you might be, maybe you're older like me too, and you just finally got sober. So maybe you're like only 5 years sober and you're 65. You're not seriously thinking, well, I'll be sober for 40 years. I'm going to do what he did. You probably won't make it to 100, realistically, right? But you're still going to have those diminishing results, and even your body may have had even a more negative impact on the drugs and the alcohol that you took, because I haven't had it in 40 years and it's effed me up. Good Lord. You might even be in a wheelchair by now, or soon to be one. But still, to be sober, because it's your mind and your soul. Your body's in third place, sorry. But it's your mind and your soul that keeps you moving forward, that helps you make connections with your children, your family, your brothers, your sisters, your community. You're a teacher. My God, how many children you're affecting every year, positively, or, God damn it, I hope not negatively. So, we all have to assess. That's all I'm saying. Think about that while you're assessing, and not obsessing with your assessing. And I'm going to leave you with my daily sobriety vlog stats one more time. I got to look at them, though. It's Tuesday, June 11th. I've been sober for, drumroll, 14,317 days. 39 years, 3 months, 11 days, 470 months. Thank you for coming along with me. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for just being part of the community. It means a lot. You're helping with our outreach program. Patreon people, thank you. Venmo, Cash App, buy me a coffee. Ding, 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 chime. Yes, thank you all. Thanks, everybody. I guess I'll just see you on the next one. But thank you for joining me, because your time is valuable. It means a lot. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart to the top of my soul. I see you all. Thank you very much. And it's a small, growing community, so I can see, I know all the names. Eventually, I'll have a hard time remembering all of them. But as long as you pop up and show yourself every now and then, that's all good, And with that, I'll leave you with words of Ringo. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. I love you all very much. I'll see you on the next daily sobriety vlog. And from this beautiful park in South Houston, I'll see you then. Thank you. Love you. Bye.